Hey family, how's it going? There's been a long time since I've uploaded any video, but today is a special day because today I'm going to react to this famous Muslim apologist by the name of Orthodox Muslim. Now, as a Sunni Christian, it is my duty to react to this guy named Orthodox Muslim. Can't wait for Catholic Muslims to emerge. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is that, recently I was watching a lot of apologetic videos from Muslims. And, one of the most predominant Muslim apologetic there is the Orthodox Muslim. So I was watching a lot of his videos, and the amount of, dishonesty and, straight up lying to your face, the amount of dishonesty from that guy is just insane. Like, if you're lying, at least make it sound somewhat believable. But this guy, Orthodox Muslim, he's just straight up eating words from the middle of verses, Bible verses, in order to twist them. He's straight up eating words from the middle, skipping words from Bible verses in order to change their meaning. And it's so stupid, and it's so straightforward. Like, you can literally spot what does he do and what words does he skip over just to change the meaning of the verse. And today I'm going to react to one of his videos. It was this one right here. He starts.
Yeah, that should be fine.
So Elijah, we're discussing the Christian dilemma today. Are you aware of what I'm speaking about?
I know the Islamic dilemma. I don't know the Christian dilemma.
Okay. Well, the Christian dilemma is that when we go to Jeremiah chapter 7, you believe that Jeremiah is a true prophet, correct?
Yeah, let me just grab my Bible here. I do believe him, though.
Yeah,
make me mad
no
watching
worries.
it, bro.
There's many Christian dilemmas.
Many Christian dilemmas, as you all know. Yeah, of course, many Christian dilemmas. Let's see. Let's continue.
This is one of them.
Okay, I got it.
All right. In Jeremiah chapter 7, around verse in the 20s, somewhere there, Jeremiah says to the Israelites that God had never required or asked them to sacrifice anything.
That is correct.
Pause. That is a straight up lie, and I'll tell you why just in a moment. Let's continue.
Does Jeremiah confirm the Torah?
It does confirm the Torah.
Okay. So, he wants him to say, like, yes, Jeremiah confirms the Torah, and then he's gonna come and say, Jeremiah never said that. How can he be confirming the Torah? It's like, it's a really bad crap. Like, it's super confusing. He's just trying to, the Orthodox Muslim is just trying to catch this scholar into a trap, and not a very good one. It's a confusing one at best. Basically, what he's trying to do here is say that Jeremiah is contradicting the Torah, therefore he cannot be confirming the Torah. Or God, in this case, cannot be confirming the Torah. Let's continue.
Does the Torah ask the Israelites to sacrifice in the book of Leviticus?
Never once is it asked to sacrifice humans. It also says in Kings not to sacrifice humans.
It has nothing to do with humans.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sacrificing animals is okay.
Yeah, why does Jeremiah say that God never asked any Israelites to sacrifice?
Pause. Jeremiah never said that. He's just straight up lying, and you'll see soon enough why. Let's continue.
It's referring to humans in Jeremiah.
It's not referring to humans in Jeremiah. It says, go take your bulls and your sacrifices and eat them yourselves, because God never asked you to sacrifice.
Liar.
Yo, show me the verse, man. Don't just pull shit out of thin air, eh?
Hey, you want to...
He's just straight up lying, and, I can understand why the caller got mad, but let's continue,
This is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says. Go ahead and add your burnt offerings to your other sacrifices and eat the meat yourselves. For when I brought you,
Oh, you see the little stutter there? You see the little stutter? Let's see. He knows what he's about to say is so dishonest. Let's just continue.
ancestors out of Egypt and spoke to them, I did not give them.
Oh, see? How he skipped that word? I did not give them. Let's watch it again.
And spoke to them. I did not give them.
Yep. See? He's just straight up eating words in the middle of the verse. He's just straight up eating words, and it's so bad. Like, if you're trying to lie, at least make it believable, because if you actually look at his screen, Bible verse here on his screen, Jeremiah 22, yeah, here it is. For when I brought your ancestors out of Egypt and spoke to them, I did not just give them commands about burnt offerings and sacrifices. Now, the context of this verse is that God says that I didn't only give you commands about burnt offerings, but I also gave you the command to obey me. Okay? I don't want you to just, give me your burnt offerings and your sacrifices. I actually want you people to obey me, to obey all of my commands. Not just some, but all of them. But here you can clearly see Orthodox Muslim starts eating words in the middle of the verse. He eats the word just in this verse to change the meaning and to say that God never asked. He changes the meaning of the verse, and he says that God in the Bible never asked the people. In Jeremiah, God never asked the people to give him burnt offerings, and sacrifices. He never asked for a sacrifice or burnt offering. While in reality, what God is saying that I just did not give you commands about giving me burnt sacrifices and offerings, but I also command you to obey me. It's not just about the sacrifices, it's about actually obeying my word and what I say. But Orthodox Muslim here, he twists the meaning of this verse by eating one word, and he makes it appear or makes it sound that if God is saying that, oh, he doesn't want your burnt offerings or sacrifices. He's not even trying to make his lies even look good. Like, you cannot hide a lie no matter how much you try. The truth always comes out. But this is just sad. This is pathetic. If this is the best you can do for defending Islam, eating words from the Bible in order to change their meaning right on the spot, then that's pathetic. That's really bad. Okay, so now we have a short of Orthodox Muslim. This time we have a short, and the argument Orthodox Muslim presents against Christianity is hilarious, to say the least. Let's start.
Can God say the N-word?
Can he say the N-word?
Is it befitting of God to say the N-word?
No.
Are you sure about that? Okay, so let's read together. Now there was in the church that was Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called what? Can you read that for me?
It's not the modern N-word you're talking about. It's called Niger. Let's continue though.
Can you read it for me?
My eyes are very bad. Can you read it for me?
Okay, don't worry. I'll expand the screen for you. 1 second. Okay, can you read this for me, please? The Simeon.
Are you seeing all the effects this is putting on? This is so stupid. Like, look at the effects. How many effects are there? Really nice editing. I love your editing, Orthodox Muslim. It's not childish at all.
It says it's a black word in Greek.
Let's see how it sounds.
Strong's G 3526.
You think you're doing something with this?
Let's say it.
Oh my god. You see, God does not say any racial slur in the Bible. In Acts 13:1, which Orthodox Muslim is quoting right here, here are a few quick facts about this verse, which Orthodox Muslim completely butchered. First of all, it was a nickname given to Simeon or Simon to describe his African descent. And back in the day, like 70 AD to 90 AD, when Book of Acts were written, like 1900 years ago, this word wasn't considered a degrading racial slur back in the day. Now, I don't know how smart Orthodox Muslim is in real life, but you don't need to be an Einstein to realize that 1900 years ago, basically 2000 years ago, this word wasn't considered a racial slur. It was used to describe African descent, and it wasn't a racial slur 1900 years ago. Now here's a final nail in the coffin for Orthodox Muslim. Acts 13:1 is a historical narrative written by the author of the Gospel of Luke. This is not a direct quote from God. And now here's the thing. If the God, let's play your game for a while, okay? First of all, even if the God of the Bible used a racial slur, now for example, let me grant you this argument. If the God of the Bible really said a racial slur, or used a racial slur, you know, in the Bible, the God of the Bible, how is that an argument for Islam? Because according to Surah Al-Ankabut, Ayah 46, the God of the Bible and the God of Islam, the God of the Quran, the God of the Muslims is one. So if the God of the Bible, like, this is so funny, every time these Muslims, they come up with arguments against the God of the Bible, they indirectly end up insulting Allah, and they end up insulting and making arguments against Allah himself, because according to the Quran, the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran is the same. So if the God of the Bible uses a racial slur in the Bible, that automatically makes Allah racist, because literally the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran is one. So this is so stupid. I don't know why do these people even use these type of arguments as an argument for Islam. Like, if a Christian leaves Christianity because of, you know, God of the Bible using a racial slur in the Bible, which is not a racial slur if you look at it in context, but if a Christian leaves his faith, you know, just because you know, the Bible has a you know, racial slur or whatever, an N-word, why would he join Islam, or why would she join Islam? There are bigger fish to fry in Islam. Prophet Muhammad literally did slave trading. There are bigger fish to fry in Islam. Like, if you're using an argument, you know, that God of the Bible is racist, why are you using it as an argument as a Muslim? How is that an argument for Islam? It's just so stupid. But yeah, this was just a quick video about Orthodox Muslim, you know. Can't wait for Catholic Muslims to come up with their arguments. But yeah, this was just a quick video about how stupid this guy is and how stupid his arguments are. And you know, that's it for today. God bless. Peace out.